What's up guys, just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. And today we're going to be taking a look at a potential team of the group stage for the Champions League. Of course it all ended last night and the next stage is going to be the knockout after January. But last year on FIFA 16 we did have this, I'll show you on your screen right now. Now there has been a lot of speculation saying the team of the group stage could be coming out on Friday, which is obviously tomorrow. And what I've done today is predicted some of the players, 23 in fact, that could feature in that squad, include some incredible players. But just before we get started, as always, if you could show support on the video by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. And in the comments below, the question of the day is, who do you think will win the Champions League this year? Or this season, should I say. So I have got a couple of points I want to get through just before we get into the squad. Point number one is I may have missed some players because I've looked at players' stats, the research, everything like that on top of it, as well as watching the games myself. And I don't think I've missed the obvious ones, but again, apologies if I did. There were quite a few players in the group stages that did get 4 goals or so, but some of them may miss out on this squad because it's not a team just full of attackers. And if I've worked it out correctly, we do have the potential on Friday again, if this does come out, to have 15 plus 86 rated players or higher in Team of the Week or Team of the Group stage in packs all at the same time. So the very first player is going to be the goalkeeper, of course it is, and that is Jan Oblak from Atletico Madrid. He'd be an unbelievably high rated card, 88 rating, and his stats so far in Champions League this season: 4 clean sheets, which is the second highest in total, 6 games played, 20 saves, which is the 9th highest, but everyone above him basically has 0 or 1 clean sheet. So it does show he's had to work for his clean sheets, and Atletico Madrid, they have an unbelievably good defence. I think the other day, last night in fact, they lost to Bayern Munich, but overall in general, fantastic team, and Diego Simeone, a fantastic world-class manager. Next up we go on to the first defender, Dani Alves, now of Juventus. He would also be a very good rating of 86, fantastic card, 88 pace, 85 dribbling, 82 defending and 81 passing. And his overall stats this season then, he's actually got 14 goal scoring chances created, which is the most in a defender, 5 games played, 1 goal, 2 assists and 3 clean sheets. So I'd probably say for him that is enough to get in. Most of the defenders I think are fullbacks, by the way. It's a 3 at the back formation I've gone with. It's got a lot of right backs and left backs, not many centre backs really. But either way, I'm pretty sure people wouldn't mind seeing Dani Alves, as to be fair, he's a very good card on FIFA Ultimate Team and a very good player still in real life. Next up we go on to Matthias Jorgensen, although I think his apparent nickname is Zanka. And when I was going through the stats and the research of the defenders in particular, I kept seeing Zanka pop up. I had to Google his name. Apparently it is Jorgensen from Copenhagen. So overall, they did finish 3rd in their group. I think it was Leicester City's group, but defensively, they're awesome. Them finishing 3rd, by the way, does mean they get Europa League football in the next round, like knockouts and stuff. But overall, Zanka, he scored 2 goals, kept 4 clean sheets in 6 games. I believe their group consisted of Club Brugge, FC Porto and Leicester City, if I'm correct. So not the toughest of groups, to be fair. No like real big shot in there kind of thing. But still, defensive record very good. And he also got 62 clearances, which was the most overall in the whole competition so far. So he'd be a very nice silver card. Next up we go on to Djibril Sidibe of Monaco. He kept 1 clean sheet in 5 games, but in them 5 games, they were unbeaten. He did not play in the 3-0 loss yesterday though to Bayer Leverkusen, as he was not in the squad at all, probably being rested. He got 1 goal, 1 assist, and on Who Scored, got a 7.9 average match rating, which for a defender was the 2nd highest. He did in fact play right back most of the time in the group stage in comparison to his base card being a left back. So overall, would be quite a nice French right back. I don't think there are many, so probably used quite a bit. Next up we go on to Mesut Ozil, the assist machine from Arsenal. He scored 4 goals, which is the 4th overall in the competition so far, 3 assists, 130 minutes per goal, 5 shots on target, 4 goals, very good from himself, and that was all in the space of 6 games. And that's another really high rated player. I'm pretty certain he's nailed on to get one if there is a team in the group stage. A fantastic looking card, and I think they would give him a nice hefty shooting upgrade. As to be fair, his base card for an 89 rated player really doesn't look like one, and still as a 90 there, he has got 2 stats at 89, but overall there are much better alternatives. Next up we go on to Steven Nzonzi of Sevilla. This would be a 2nd in form, and apparently in game he's very similar to likes of Patrick Vieira, so if you want a cheaper alternative to him, he may be a go-to guy. His stats so far then are the 2nd most passes behind Verratti with 459, 3rd most in the opposition half, 1 goal, 6 games, 5 clean sheets as he's a CDM, and 2 man of the matches. So I think overall he's pretty quite a safe bet and will be a very good card. Next up, we got Fabinho, another CDM, this time for Monaco. So just like Sidibe, he did play 5 games, all unbeaten. He did not feature against Bayer Leverkusen in their defeat the other day. He got 1 assist, 88.2 passing accuracy, 7.83 average match rating, and 2 man of the matches. And it's like a very good solid CDM for Brazil teams especially. Next we go on to Ousmane Dembele. This is a once to watch card, which would be a right midfield because of course it doesn't change position, but his position in the Champions League this season mainly is left wing. Although he has played right midfield and also as a central attacking midfielder. So I think overall his info will probably be a left winger, but again, once to watch, it stays the same. He got 5 assists, which is the second most in the competition so far. I believe 3 of those came in 1 game. He got 1 goal also in 446 minutes, 7.49 average match rating. And I personally have invested in his once to watch card, as I think it'd be a nice inform to have him, and especially right now, his price really isn't too much. And also, on head to head right now, he's got a 90 odd pace, and also 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, which would be insane on FIFA Ultimate Team. Then we go on to the big boy, Lionel Messi, finally potentially getting his first inform card, first special card of FIFA 17. And that is because right now he has been the player of the group stage. He's got 10 goals, which is first of course, by 4. He also got 2 assists and a goal every 45 minutes. So 10 goals in 450 minutes on the pitch, all in 5 games, 13 shots on target and 10 goals. And that is an unbelievable conversion rate. And on FIFA Ultimate Team, to be fair, 94 rated, 90 pace, 97 dribbling, 93 shooting, and 89 passing. To be honest, 89 passing should be his base card anyway. The second highest goal scorer is this man, Edinson Cavani of Paris Saint-Germain. He's on 6 goals, just behind Lionel Messi by 4, and also got 1 assist. But one thing about Cavani, he should probably be on like 10 goals as well. He is recording a goal every 90 minutes, so don't get me wrong, that is fantastic. But one thing about Cavani, especially against Arsenal, for some reason he's missed so many chances in the Ligue 1 and also the Champions League. He went through on goal against Arsenal, and for some stupid reason, went for the worst attempted chip I've ever seen. And they could have won that game if he finished that. I think there's also a couple of opportunities along the way where he's completely bottled it. But despite missing so many chances, currently sitting on 20 goals in all competitions so far, and we're only just entering December. Next up, we go on to Neymar, and right now he's the highest assister in the Champions League. I'm not even sure if assister is a word, but either way, his stat, 2 goals, 7 assists, which I think is a record also, and that's all in 5 games. So we could have a first inform Messi, a second inform Neymar, I believe second or third inform Cavani, and there's a lot more to come. So on the bench, first up we've got Rico, the goalkeeper of Sevilla. He's got 5 clean sheets, which is the highest in the competition so far in 6 games, 16 saves, which is 17th overall. But like Jan Oblak, most of the people above him have not got many clean sheets. He also has a shout potentially to be the starting goalkeeper, but for me, Jan Oblak just edges that. Then we go on to Raphael Varane, and don't get me wrong, he did not keep a clean sheet in the group stage, but in general, like individual performance, he was outstanding in most games. 6 games played, 2 goals scored, 88% pass accuracy, 73% duels versus opponents, 0 clean sheets like I mentioned, unbeaten though, 5 games or 6 games without a loss. He also has a man of the match to his name. Then we go on to Ludwig Schmidt of Copenhagen. This would be a second inform by the way, because his first one is a 74 rated silver. He kept 4 clean sheets in 6 games, got 3 assists, also created 17 goal scoring chances and 1 man of the match. And for a player that would be very, very cheap because of the amount of cards that would be out at the time, I definitely would pick one up potentially as a bench player. Now we go on to Danilo Pereira of FC Porto. His passing accuracy is 90%, his passing accuracy in the opponent's half is 84%, 1 man of the match and 3 clean sheets. And that card just looks like a monster to be honest. He's very, very tall, 90 physical, 86 defending, a ridiculously good card. Then we go on to Kampl of Bayer Leverkusen. He played 5 games for the German outfit, also all unbeaten, 1 goal, 2 assists, a 7.67 average match rating, did play centre defensive mid, centre mid, right wing, so a mixture of positions, and also got 2 clean sheets, so that kind of counts for the games where he played DM. But unfortunately right now I do believe he has got an injury. Now we move on to Alexis Sanchez. This is his current card right now from Team of the Week. He played 6 games, getting 2 goals and 3 assists, 5 there if you do count set pieces that were 1, and they also scored from, an 8.07 average match rating, which overall is 5th in the whole competition, and 2 man of the matches. So he definitely carried on his form from the Premier League into European football. Next up, we go on to another high rated player, this time Robert Lewandowski. He scored 5 goals in the group stage, which was 3rd overall, 0 assists, a goal every 106 minutes. And that included a fantastic free kick the other day against Atletico Madrid. Next up, we got on to reserves now. First up, Kasper Schmeichel of Leicester City. He played 4 games in the group stage, highest average match rating for a goalkeeper by the way, 4 clean sheets, 13 saves, so didn't concede a single goal. They could also include the Copenhagen goalkeeper, but I thought, you know what, for a team that came 3rd overall in their group, they probably wouldn't get 3 players in the whole team in the group stage. And Leicester also could potentially have Riyad Mahrez, well I think a lot of his goals were penalties. Next up, we got on to Socrates. This would be a second in form by the way. It's mainly because how good he was for Dortmund. He played 5 games overall, getting 1 goal, 2 clean sheets, a 7.46 average match rating, and his performances in general were very, very big. I think the only game he missed in the group was the second game of the 8-4 ever it was against Legia Warsaw, so he did play both games against Real Madrid and will be a very, very good second in form card. Then we got on to Gulam from Napoli. He played 6 games, getting 1 clean sheet and 3 assists, which I think is like the 3rd highest overall in the competition. Followed by, we've got Dries Mertens, another Napoli player, and he got 4 goals, 4th overall in the competition, 2 assists, 98 minutes per goal, 6 games played. A position though, it could be left wing, right wing, or centre forward. And it would be another incredible card for him. The final player then is going to be this guy, Andre Silva from FC Porto. He scored 4 goals overall, so again 4th highest in the competition, 2 assists, 132 minutes per goal, and that was all in 6 games. This would be a second in form by the way. I believe the first one was for the Portuguese national team, which was a 74 rated silver, but now he'd be like an 80 or an 81. But there is my prediction for the team of the group stage for the Champions League, which again could come out tomorrow on Ultimate Team. I hope it does. A lot of players may not get in there, but overall statistically, these were the best players. The likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Benzema and stuff, they could all get in also, but I think overall, most of these players probably edge it just above them. And you can't really have too many players from the same team as 23 spaces. I think most teams want to be represented. Or they should be represented, should I say. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. And in the comments below, the question of the day: who do you think will win the Champions League this season? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.